Hey, rockers, it's Wednesday, Friends Day. Mark coming to you from my studio today. I'm going to tell you a story about this beautiful Rickenbacker bass, my first real bass. I started on a Hofner copy bass that I rented from Baxter Northrop on Ventura near Van Nuys Boulevard. And now I needed a real bass. I must have 1977 or so. I was a teenager, and I would go to this store called WPM Music on Ventura Boulevard near Corbin. There's a guy Dave in there, and someone told me that Leon Gare had this bass in there. A bass player named Leon Gare had a Rickenbacker in there that I should check out, and he wanted 375 for it. So I went down there. It was marked for like 425 or something. I was checking out, beautiful, and I said, well, I know Leon wants 375 for it. They sold it to me for 375. This was a lot of money back then in those days. Anyway, beautiful bass, sunburst, cherry maple glow. The thing was like three-dimensional. It was beautiful. The back of it was just like nothing you'd ever seen before. But it had a broken truss rod. That's why it was so cheap. And so I played on it for a while. It needed a new brass nut. Now, a new nut, sorry. I was working at Schecter Guitar Research. Tom Anderson was the head luthier. I took it to Tom. I said, Tom, I think I need a new nut on this. And he says, yeah, you do. Let me call Rickenbacker. He called Rickenbacker and says, yeah, you know what, we need a 1/4-inch nut for this 4001 in there. And they said, you mean an 1/8-inch nut? And he goes, no, it's a 1/4-inch nut. I need a 1/4-inch nut. And they said, is that like a really beautiful bass? This is what Tom Anderson told me. And Thomas said, yeah, it's beautiful. The cherry maple is just beautiful on it. And I don't know if that's the right wood name, but it was beautiful. So they said, that was one of the first prototypes that we made for Paul McCartney, which doesn't make sense to me because it was a right-handed bass. But they said they made those original prototypes. 1/4-inch nuts were only the very first ones they made, and that's why it was so beautiful. So, fast forward a couple years, I couldn't afford to get the truss rod fixed. And my friend Joe Conti from Canoga Park, Joe from Canoga Park, remember the Ike Willis story? He's Joe's garage in Canoga Park. Watch one of my other videos for that story. He wanted to buy it from me. He offered me some good cash for it and turned it into a fretless custom bass, which is kind of blasphemy, but it's very cool bass still. He's still got it today. He's in Hawaii. I tried to get a hold of him the other day. I Facebooked him today. He answered me back. I'm still in touch with Joe Conti, by the way, who was on the road later with Zappa. First, he was in Joe's Garage when I heard Joe's Garage album for the first time. Then he was playing with Ike Willis and the Rugs. Then he was a tech for Zappa for like 5 years or so. We would get tapes from the board with Ike singing and a bunch of different things. Beautiful time, Joe. You're still a brother. I miss you. I'll have to come to Hawaii soon and see you. You're taking care of my Rickenbacker. I know it. You're Rickenbacker now. Peace. We'll talk soon. Take care.